It's like I was in the middle of a room where there is a lot of doors and I'm not able to open any doors. I want to open doors, but I'm stuck. I'm blocking myself because maybe I am scared of what I will find out.
Welcome to the inner space. This is for you if you need encouragement to be more yourself and explore your own path. Maybe because you feel different, too sensitive, or just not able to do things as everyone else seems to. There is a way, and it's your unique way. I'm Gloria Jansen. I am a coach, a healing artist, and a surfer. I am here to help you ride the waves of life, work, and business to find that deeper alignment with your creative and sensitive soul. If this feels like you, I invite you to know yourself better, feel all the emotions, and trust yourself so you experience the freedom and fulfillment of being and doing you. Subscribe now to catch the next wave to the inner space, where authenticity sets you free. This episode is for you if you are struggling with self-love and allowing yourself to be yourself authentically. In this episode, I'm coaching Anna, who is sharing very authentically and vulnerably what she's going through with self-love. To fully enjoy this episode, I encourage you to create your own human design chart. You can do it for free. It's very simple. Type on Google free human design chart. You need to have your birth date, your hour of birth, and your location of birth. Type it in. It will create your profile. If you don't understand anything, that's normal, because you need to either read about it or receive a reading. Know that I do human design readings. You can always book a session with me, and that's where I explain you the foundation of your design, helping you to understand how your energy is supposed to move, how you better take decisions, including your body, not just your mind, because human design is based on your body's wisdom. And in this session, you will discover Anna is a projector, splenic projector, we say, and her profile is 1-3. It doesn't matter if you don't understand what I'm saying right now, because I explain what it means for her. So if you have a profile 1-3, you will recognize yourself in what I share for her. If you're a projector as well, you will have some hints in your profile. Of course, these are just little elements, but I hope it invites you to go more into your human design. Then I also help her through energy work. You will see we do a visualization and releasing what needs to be released for her so that she's able to love herself on a body level. I let you uncover that. I don't want to say more. And last but not least, we include also symbol and color work. If you are watching this episode via the video, whether it's on Spotify, on YouTube, you can see that behind me there are drawings. Or maybe you see some extracts on Instagram, and these drawing contains symbols and colors that help you shift your frequency and shift what needs to be shifted according to the challenge you are facing. And you will see that it unfolds also in a natural way in how I support Anna. There are symbols and colors that come up and that she will need then to draw so that she keeps on nurturing the work we've done in the session you are going to listen to. So that gives you an idea why in the introduction of this podcast, I always say I'm a coach, a healing artist, and a surfer. Of course, surfing is more like my way of living and my connection to the ocean, and how also I coach in the flow very intuitively. And there you can hear a bit of what I do on the art part and of course on the coaching part. I'm very thankful for Anna for the work and the power of this session we did today. I hope you will gain insights for your own path, because self-love is so key so that you feel better with yourself and have a beautiful relationship with yourself. Enjoy. Hello, Anna, and welcome in the inner space. I'm super excited. And as usual, as every coaching session, I would like to start with what brings you to this coaching session.
Okay, so I'm very happy to be here. And I guess the thing that makes me want to come here for coaching with you is that I'm actually diving into my inner space and my own identity. And I guess I'm exploring who I am and how my world is actually changing as far as I'm going into myself. And I guess I need to have some clue and maybe some guidance because it is quite of an exciting quest that I'm actually doing right now.
And when you say you need to have some clues, can you tell me more? What are you looking for?
Maybe am I doing this quest objectively, or am I still wearing a mask while diving into my own depth? I don't know if I'm very authentic with myself.
What makes you doubt that you are authentic with yourself?
It's like I'm feel stuck sometimes, and I feel stuck. I don't know why. Maybe am I blocking myself, or am I not diving in the right way? I don't even know if there is a right way to dive into ourselves, but maybe because it is new, so I'm searching for excuses. Maybe I don't know. Honestly, yeah.
I want to know much more to understand. When you say you are stuck with yourself, where does that feeling come from? Can you describe a bit how it looks like?
It's like I was in the middle of a room where there is a lot of doors, and I'm not able to open any doors. I want to open doors, but I'm stuck. I'm blocking myself because maybe I am scared of what I will find out.
Can you tell me more about what would be behind these doors?
Honestly, I don't know. And I'm in the middle of excitement and fear, doubt, and all my past and traumas are actually coming up. And my ego, I don't know, I'm talking with my ego sometime, and I feel that don't go anywhere. You're good where you are. Why are you searching and losing some energy in going that far? So I know I am my own maybe barrier, but there is a blocking here. I don't know why, honestly.
What makes you think there is a block?
Because this part of me, my body wants to go that far, but my mind is actually telling me no. It's like I have this discrepancy, or the communication is not clear between my mind and my body. My body wants to go further, but my mind say, okay, now stop.
And can you tell me more about what the mind is saying in these moments? What's the inner voice?
What's the point of doing this? And why are you losing so much energy for this? You don't know where you will end up, so stay where you are.
If I take exactly that question, why are you doing this? So if you answer to that voice, what's the point for you?
Because I want to get to know myself better. Maybe it may sound a bit cliche, but I don't really know myself. And I always felt like we are our own mystery.
You said, I don't know myself. Just if we start somewhere, like 100% means knowing yourself, even though I know it's hard because we always uncover and discover ourselves all the time. But where would you place yourself from 0 to 100 in terms of self-knowledge?
Right now, I would put in 50-55.
Okay. What do you know about yourself?
I always start with my core values, maybe, that are actually very driving for my life. My core values are more about, how can I say, it's really about tolerance and transmission, experience, because I'm a very experimental person. In the meantime, as I told you, my mind is my own barrier, and I always want to experiment, but something is always pushing me back. So experience, respect, transmission, and also humanity, because I am from a multicultural family. My mom is Vietnamese and my father was Russian. So yeah, very interesting education there.
I already do like a small peek into your human design. So you are a splenic projector and your profile is 1-3. I just want to emphasize the experimental side, and that's very aligned for you because the line 3 in your human design is really about people who need to experiment things to find out their way. So experience, experimenting, experimental, like these words you have used are super important for you and are very aligned with your design.
Okay, I understand.
So it's
Great.
interesting that you already mentioned it.
Okay.
Now I want to know, what do you hope from knowing yourself better?
I would love to, alongside to knowing myself, but to love myself. Maybe it's a different sphere, but I feel that I'm not loving myself. I'm maybe falling in love with myself at the moment. I'm falling in love with myself, but I would love to know what it is to love myself and to be loved by myself. It is a sentiment or an emotion that I don't really know in my life. So yeah, it is love, I can say.
How do you feel when you say what you said? How does it feel for you?
My body and my heart is actually trembling, but in the good way. It is open. I feel like a child when I talk to you about love. It's weird.
Because I felt the emotions. That's why I wanted to see how you
Okay.
felt about it. So my intuition when I listened to you and the introduction you did about the self-knowledge you want to develop about yourself, I was like, I feel we are only on the surface when we are speaking. So that's why I ask more questions. I was like, I feel there is something else behind. And now as you start talking about self-love, I'm like, okay. What, is self-knowledge a mean to something? And from what you just shared, and we'll dive into it more, is like self-knowledge so that maybe I will finally be able to love myself.
Yeah, you're right. Indeed.
Does that feel?
Yes. Actually, yeah, I started with knowledge, very mental and actually I want to discover love within myself.
And you will laugh, but I told you your profile is 1-3. The line 3 is about experiment. The line 1 is a lot about knowledge. So it's this combination of, I need to make experiences so that I learn more, so that I acquire knowledge. And it's really always a tension for a profile 1-3 between, oh, I want to experiment, to try it out, and oh, I want to know more, I need to be more prepared. And so it also makes sense that you also want that knowledge. That's also, again, aligned with your design.
Wow. It is very surprising, Gloria, because you remember I told you my mind wants something, but my body, who is experiencing in the earth, if I can say, they are always struggling together. So I understand now. Wow.
And that's just a quick answer to the struggle you are facing. Take it as, okay, I'm giving myself the chance to experiment so that I can gain and further my knowledge. Maybe at the beginning you are like, oh, I want to know more, but always add the experimental side in, so that you find the balance. And also I understand that your mind is very present, again, in terms of human design. We probably won't have time to dive in all of it, but you have the 2 centers in the head. It's called ajna and head. You can look that up also later on. And it's very simple for anyone who is listening. Is centers human design, you type it in Google and you will find like, where is the head, where is the ajna, and every center on your design is linked to an information, whether it's about communication, about emotions, about intuition. Every center has a meaning, and for you, like the 2 they're called defined, they're colored, and it means you are producing energy yourself in these centers, in the head and the ajna. And it's also, everything in our design can be like a quality, but can also, if we don't know how to deal with it, be a challenge for us. So I understand also that your mind is very present.
Yeah.
If I describe it now in terms of sensation, is when I look at your designs, you have the energy in the head and then the energy down in the body, but they're very far from each other. And you don't have connections between the 2, which is not a problem in itself, really, but it's interesting to know it's called your energies. There is a split in your energy. That's how it's called. And it means that I can 100% hear I'm in my mind and then I'm in my body, and like, how do I combine these 2 energies?
Yeah, it's very, sometimes I'm tired with myself. Honestly, I'm exhausted. I don't know what to do. Whatever I do, there is something on the other side that is balancing from another point of view. Like I was in the middle of 2 people in my body.
Yeah, 100%. And I give you 2 solutions for that. One is know that when we have a split in our energy, because you're not the only one, like many people have a split, sometimes different splits, and everyone is different, but know that when you are with people or when you are just in a room, even like in a coffee shop and there are other people sitting around, you don't even need to chat with them. These people can complement your design and make connections between energies for you so that suddenly you feel the energy is more moving on flowing. That can be a solution. Just check always if you feel good, of course, in this coffee shop or in this, I don't know, library. Have you ever made that experience?
It is very interesting what you are saying, Gloria, because I tend to be very sensitive to what surrounds me. And when the surrounding is quite negative, I'm negative. When the surrounding is emulated, excited, I'm excited. So I'm very dependent. I don't know if I can say that. So it is quite weird because my entourage is very key.
Yes, so it's fun because we are going in a very different direction than your initial quest. So,
Sorry.
but no, not sorry. That's perfect. That's how things are working, because now we are almost going more in a reading of your design. But to confirm your feeling and phrase it in a different way, yes, because of other centers in your design, which are called open, which are white when you look at your chart, you need to be super careful with whom you surround yourself. Very careful, because you can take in their emotions, you can take in like their drives, their needs, like many things that can make you like go off your path.
Exactly.
So checking, is this environment right for me? In just what's my intuition telling? Is it right for me? Is it correct? Is it healthy? That can be a word you can keep. Is it healthy for me?
Okay.
If I really summarize, your environment makes you be with the right people who will help you to take the right decision or not, if I can say it this way. So who you surround yourself, especially with your design, you need to be careful that they are healthy for you.
Yeah.
That's one thing. And the other thing, and that's more general about human design, that can help also other people, is you feel this tension between your mind, your body. I completely see how it plays out for you in your design, but also that's something that other people can relate to in different ways. Is according to human design, your mind is there to be your assistant. Imagine you have a feeling in your heart, okay, that's where I feel cold. Then your mind is going to be your assistant, and okay, maybe I need, I don't know, to book these flights, to contact these people. Your mind is your assistant, and your mind, also the power you have in your mind, is there to help others find solutions. But the guide is in your body. So see your mind not maybe as, okay, my mind is going to bring me somewhere. My mind is the assistant, but the initial impulse is in your body, and your body for you as a splenic projector is what's the immediate sense you have for something. What's your intuition telling you? I don't know if you are connected to your intuition. Are you aware of how it plays out? Because every person's intuition is different, how it shows.
Very interesting question, because intuition is for me key. And I realized I had the answer and my body has it, or I used to had it, but I didn't listen to it because I always counted on my mind at first. And afterward I say, oh, but I knew it. So I guess I had one, but I am not in touch and I'm not open to it. But I tend to be right now because I'm more connected to my body at the moment. And since I'm connected to my body, the relationship between the mind is less stressful. It is still, but it is more peaceful, if I can say.
Exactly. I love that. And you phrase it naturally. Intuition comes as I know. I knew. That's your intuition talking. Oh, why didn't I listen to my intuition? I knew that already, I don't know, one day before, 1 week, 1 month. So that's a calling for you now to make more space, listen more to your intuition. That's the first step. Just notice it. Then second step is I follow it or not, but just notice it.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's already great you are as far as you described, because that's a very good starting point to keep on listening to your intuition. So it's, if I reformulate what I just said before, the steps are every time you're exposed to something, I don't know, someone asks you, do you want to do that? Do you want to come here? What's the immediate sensation? Yes, no, how it plays out in your body. Maybe you feel a bit of tension or you are relaxed, like what's coming up. Then once you've identified it, you decide or not to follow it. And it's later on that you're like, it can be a few seconds later. I'm not saying, oh, minutes later is okay. Now I know what my body's wisdom is. Now my mind is going to help me. Okay, how can I make it work? What do I need to do so that it unfolds in the right way for me?
Yeah, I guess I will do this in those steps, because usually I was going, as I said before, straightforward to the mind. Okay, what do I do? I was not asking for solution. I was asking for the way of doing and so on. And I guess you're right. I will identify how my body respond, make the decision, and ask my own assistant, my mind. It is quite funny to see it as an assistant, but it is a good idea, Gloria.
So now I want to go back, if that's okay for you, to what you said about self-love.
Yes.
Again, I loved how you naturally phrased it, saying, oh, I feel like a child when I talk about self-love. And probably because it's your inner child talking in that moment.
I guess so too.
What do you feel now?
It's funny because once you say child, I travel in my own past, and I realized the only time I knew love was when I was a child. It was the love of my father. And it is very touching for me, but yeah. I guess I have this childish way of being because it reminds me of my father.
How does it feel when you say the love of my father? Can you describe it?
I feel, you mean in my body or through emotion, or?
Whatever comes up, there is no right answer.
I feel supported. I feel my heart is soft. It's not stressing or stressful. I feel free. It is weird, but I feel free because love for me, I guess when I was a child, it gave me way to be myself. It's weird because maybe I wanted to find this emotion again. I feel supported, free. I feel loved. I feel considered and recognized as a person. And my body is so joyful, and yeah, it feels good.
I feel it. It's very nice. So it's almost what I hear is to be myself, to allow to be my joyful self, I need to be loved. That's the validation, permission to then be myself.
Exactly, I guess so too. Yeah.
And check if what I say makes sense. Check with your intuition if it's right. I don't hold the truth. I just share like what comes up as you talk.
But it is. My body respond, yeah. I'm learning with you right now, yeah.
That's exactly the way.
Great.
Now, you know, and that's a beautiful experience you've had as a child to receive that love. I guess the way for you is how can you live that love and create it by yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
So that you give yourself permission to be yourself.
The word permission is quite strong, but it is. It was like everything that I do or the good things in my life, I had to authorize or give myself the permission, or everything is something that I have to fight for to deserve it at some point. So permission and deserve is two words that really are into my mind.
Do you feel like you have to prove yourself every time that you are lovable?
I did. I said it in the past because now it is changing. I felt it, but out of fear of abandonment and rejection, I gave so much to people. I was, I don't know if you can say in English, sacrificial, or I gave a lot of things to people and to be recognized, to be useful in the life of people. It was maybe a way for me to be recognized as a loved person, but honestly, I was not sure it was loved, but yeah, to be recognized.
And recognition, again, I do a little peek into human design, is a big word for projectors.
Oh, really?
Yes. Recognition is, they need recognition. But the first person that needs to give it is yourself, to yourself. So that's an important part for projectors generally is, can I also recognize myself? Because then you will go with much more peace. Like you will be more able to handle recognition from others if you are yourself giving you the foundation of, okay, I also give recognition to myself by myself.
Yeah, you're right. And maybe I will have less frustration. I don't know. Frustration is the word, or I don't know. If I don't have the recognition of others, why I gave some love, or I help people when they don't give back, and consciously or unconsciously, I was frustrated.
100%. And that's where there is something that needs to change for you, because it's okay, if I rephrase what's the process, like the inner process, what has been happening for you is, okay, to be myself, I need to feel the love of others.
Yeah.
First step. And again, please interrupt me if it doesn't sound right or there is something that is not landing, you rephrase it. That's the goal. So to be myself, which is your ultimate goal, to be authentic, to be free to be yourself. I go back to that sensation you described with your father. Oh, and even as a child, that like as children, we are often much more free. So I can really feel how it feels for you. So that's, I need the love. So then I'm going to try a way to find the love from others, because that's the door to myself. And for that, I'm ready to give everything, probably too much, go over my energy. I know as you came to that session today, you said like you had a burnout before. So I'm really going beyond what is healthy for me, because Gloria, like the key to opening that door to myself is love from others.
Exactly.
So I'm ready to do
anything, exactly,
which is not healthy for you and not sustainable.
Sure.
And then it's okay, shit, I've given everything and I don't even have the recognition for it. Oof. And then there are other emotions that come up. Before I say anything, is when you see that pattern that has been unfolding for you, how would you like it to change? And I want you to connect to your body right now, not just to the mind who is saying, oh, I should not wait for the recognition of others.
Yeah.
Like the mind will say things, and for that, you can also just connect for a few seconds with your feet, first on the ground, you sitting on your chair. Give yourself the time to just feel your body, because to have a response from the body, we need to be in touch with our bodies.
Yeah.
And we've been chatting a lot, and take a moment to breathe in and out. But if the response is already there, don't hold it back.
Yeah, the response is already there. And once you go back and rephrase all of my old mechanism, actually my body was a bit in my tummy. It was a bit, how can I say in English?
Contracting?
Contracted, exactly. But then my body say, hey, it's okay. And it comes to my heart and it say, it is within you. And it was like, now I'm asking to my mind, I don't need actually external permission, external people or external factors to define who I am, or am I able to love myself? And I realized that I have all the answers within me, and I have to be more gentle with myself, because I had this pattern when you say I gave everything, I was sacrificing myself because I was never recognized and I was never good enough, but for myself too. And I guess the rejection of others confirmed my own belief that I was not enough. So actually the people mirrored what I was expecting and I was thinking of myself. I know if I was clear, but
that's exactly how it works.
Okay. Yeah. It was like I was creating, attracting, but also creating the reality I was maybe doomed to live, or I was thinking that I was deserving this kind of a reality. But no. And as I told you before, I'm falling in love with myself right now because my heart is more open. I felt it. And it is new for me. So it is scary. When it is the unknown, it's scary.
Yeah, I love the fact that you mentioned your heart, and I want to go with what your natural process, how it came up. For that, if you feel okay, it's like closing your eyes. We want to anchor that through the body, not only with the mind. You can put a hand on your heart if you feel like. Breathe in, breathe out, just feel into your body. Your mind doesn't have to do anything right now. And I want you to connect to your heart. As you talked just before, you said, it's okay, opening my heart. Can you describe if there is a sensation, or is it a color, a feeling?
It is quite of an orange or a yellow, very soft breeze. It is hot and not cold, but fresh and hot. It's weird, like a hot and fresh breeze. And it is very quiet. Oh my God. It is peaceful.
And I feel the warmth. It's the word that immediately came to
Oh,
me
really?
as you talked. Very warm.
Oh, wow. It's beautiful. I have some tears because it's very nice.
Let it be, like, let everything come up that is coming up.
I'm sorry if I cry. I'm sorry.
No, please.
It's just crazy that I can feel this within myself without external factors. It's very new, like I was reframing my own pattern. So it is very disturbing, but it is so great.
Exactly. And you already know where I'm bringing you. You already do it. So that's the way. I just want you to stay a bit more with this sensation. We really want to anchor it. And so that you can do it later on, it can be just, okay, when I put a hand on my heart, I connect to that sensation of fresh, peaceful silence. I can breathe it in and out. And with every breath, you can imagine the sensation is expanding. Maybe you felt it mostly in your chest, and just let it expand, almost a circle, like that is becoming bigger and bigger, that is including your throat, your belly, your hips, your arms, your legs. Like I let you do it in your own rhythm. It's just expanding and expanding so that your entire body lands in a bath of this sensation you described before. And with every breathe in and out, you make it expand, go through all your cells. It can be that color, that orange you described, that is creating a bubble around you, that you are creating. You can relax in that sensation. There is no need anymore to seek it outside. No stress to create that sensation. It's inside of you, and your body is there and can always provide it for you. I really feel that sensation of stress. So this is the moment. It's almost like this big, warm, fresh, peaceful energies. I don't know if you can visualize, is dissolving the stress. And the stress is not something negative, like your body was trying to find a solution, your mind was trying to find a solution, because it is stressful when we are seeking that love. Can you, and please tell me where you are at. If you need anything else, can you imagine this sensation is hugging the stress, like creating space in the tension?
Actually, now the stress is more soft. A few seconds ago, it was more contracted and more vivid, but now it was like the stress is flowing with the breeze, the warmth that I have in my heart, and the stress is flowing with it.
Great.
It was like they are dancing together.
Great.
I don't need to suppress the stress, but I have to welcome it and to deal with it, if I can say, and to welcoming in the dance.
Yes. If this stress, if you can talk to this stress, like what would you say to this sensation, feeling, emotion?
I would say, does it feel good to go with the flow and not fight against it?
And what would you say to the stress to like reassure this part of you?
Actually, thank you for being here, because as you said, it works like a signal, and he always was here for me. So I just need to calm down and to discuss with the stress, but not reject it as I used to do.
Yes. And how does it feel for the stress if there is this warmth, this sensation of love?
I'm losing less energy, and Like I was more harmonized inside between the two, the warmth, the love, and the stress. There is no fight.
Yeah. What comes up for me is stress comes up for you when you are seeking that love outside, and then your entire body's my survival is at stake. I can't breathe anymore correctly.
Exactly.
What if I don't receive that love? And then the stress is spreading in your entire body. So it's, as you said, the signal to, hey, right now I'm seeking something outside. And it's a signal to breathe in, breathe out, put a hand on your heart, and go to what's inside of you, so that the stress is, as you said, dancing and reassured, saying, okay, actually, now thank you for signaling to me that I'm seeking something outside. I'm leaving that quest and I'm going back inside. Just by feeling and doing exactly what we just did now. Feeling the orange spreading with every breath, the warmth, the freshness.
There is so much light.
Just enjoy and take fully in these sensations.
It was like there is the inner father and the inner mother and the inner child. It may sound crazy, but it is like I was creating a sort of a trinity within myself, like the family or love that are actually nurturing my heart and spreading love within me. Maybe it's my way of connecting to my own love.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful, because that's also what we work on usually when we have challenges, like, okay, what comes from the father, what comes from the mother, what has the child lived? So take that all in this trinity, as you said. Is it like a triangle for you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you can keep that symbol also of the triangle. I would advise you to draw this triangle, put it somewhere in your home so that you can see it regularly.
Oh,
If you
wow.
want to add also orange around in it, just intuitively create that little drawing that will help you.
Good idea, Gloria. Thanks.
So you have also a visual reminder, and that will support your energy.
Okay.
Do you need a bit more time to be into that? What do you need right now?
I mean, it's okay. I feel more anchored and yeah, I feel more peaceful inside me. And I'm very thankful for the stress to be here for me.
And now I want to know, when you are in this sensation, how do you feel about being yourself, showing up in this joyful, free way?
Wow. Instinctively is I don't need to know. I just need to feel. That's the sentence I have at the moment. And by feeling, I think that I'm being me just by feeling or by being in the moment. And it's okay not to know, but it's okay to feel and to be just right here, right now.
How does that sound to you?
So liberating and so joyful too. Again. Oh, it's great. Wow. I see this little child jumping, smiling in a kindergarten.
I feel now so many emotions are coming up right now. The tears are coming up. Right now, you are liberating a lot of energy which was stuck or that you hold back because of many experiences, some that might have been traumatic.
Exactly.
And this part, exactly this child you describe is, oof, there was so much between you right now, the adult you are, and the child, and all of that is like now coming up to be liberated.
Yeah, I feel it.
And we liberate emotion by feeling them. So it's like feeling a last time all these things. You were always in touch with them, but probably also unconsciously. And now it's okay, let them go up to the surface. Maybe it's the time, to cry it out. I really feel also part of the contraction of the hardness in these emotions. Let it go on the surface. Finally, all this gray or darkness, I don't know how you would describe it.
More
It's like,
darkness, yes.
yeah, it's like now I can let it go, and now I can be reconnected to that beautiful child energy.
Yeah, Gloria, it is like I was trying to shine bright in the darkness, but now my inner child is telling me, now you can shine and be bright in the light. No need to see the darkness.
I have so many chills as you say that. Exactly. I have an image, it's very clear. Moving this child from the darkness who was like fighting, trying to keep the candle or the light on, but there was so much darkness around that
Yes.
that felt scary. If I put the light on, I see all the darkness. So, oh my God, I'm not even sure I want to do that fight. And moving, like liberating all that darkness and letting it go, so that now I'm in a much better space and I'm there and I have my light, but there is light around me that is supporting and nurturing the light inside.
So true. Yeah, I'm not used to it, but I really like it.
When you said that, I feel that was the child inside of you who was like, oh, yes. Again, we are moving a lot of energy right now. So breathe in, breathe out, feel your 2 feet on the ground, let your body do the work.
Yes, you're right. I have to trust myself and trust my body and be connected with it.
And I'm here with you, so everything is fine.
Okay. I'm discovering the secure feeling within myself. I'm not feeling it fully, but I'm discovering this secure side of myself. It is so new.
Yes. And you said, I'm discovering it. I can tell you from what I sense that everything is there. It's almost there is a blanket on it. And you've looked, one part of the blanket is away, and you, like in the next days, weeks, it's about removing the blanket, because this sense of safety, you have it inside of you.
You think so?
Yes. It's not I think, I sense it. I sense, like now as I talk with you, I sense inside of you the more anchored side of you that is there for you and almost has been waiting for you.
Oh, wow.
The more, it's the mature, the wiser part inside of you.
Yeah. You're right.
And that's fine if it's still a discovery. That's normal. And you are going into a very new sensation.
Indeed. I didn't expect that, Gloria. Wow, it's very powerful.
We never know where it leads us.
And I can say that's the beauty of it.
Exactly. Do you feel you need something else?
I guess I'm okay at the moment, and thank you for being here with me by my side.
Yes, you're welcome. Very welcome. Before we close that energy work we've done, I want to make sure we anchor it.
Okay.
We use the breath to anchor ourselves, all this energy, and you can trust your body. I know this work then is going to integrate fully, like over the next hours, days, like it will do its own work. Just right now, breathe in, breathe out. Feel your 2 feet on the ground, because we are also on this earth. I know that this bath of love that you just took is always there for you. You can reactivate it by putting your hand on your chest, visualizing, feeling, sensing everything we described. You can say thank you if that feels right to your body, to what just happened and how it cooperated with us.
Thank you. I want to hug my body.
Yes. And when you are ready, you can come back and open your eyes. Take the time you need.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Wow.
If you have water, now is the right moment to drink a bit of water.
Right.
You are back, but I can tell you all the energy is still moving around.
Really?
I feel it. Yeah.
Are you okay?
I feel perfectly fine. Don't worry for me. I know what I'm doing and I'm with you. It's just I'm fully tuned into your energy and I still feel things are moving around, which is normal because we've shaken a lot of things. It will naturally integrate. Make sure after our call that you maybe open a window at home, breathe some air. If you want to have a little walk, even if it's a few minutes, be gentle with yourself for the rest of the day. drink plenty of water, and just trust the work. It's going to integrate. You've done it really beautifully.
Thank you, Gloria. I am, and I will be gentle with myself and my body.
And to keep this work alive, every time you have the opportunity to connect to that sensation via your hand, create the drawing with the triangle, the orange color, follow your intuition also as you do it, because that's going to support you also in your energy. You can come back to that sensation to just allow yourself, because you've created this love for yourself, to be authentically you, like the Anna that is joyful, free.
Yeah. I guess you're right. It was like I was not discovering a new version of me, but taking all the layers down and to reconnect with the child who has always been there with me. So it is more like a reconnection than a discovery, maybe.
Exactly. Reconnection. And the sentence you said before is a beautiful answer to your initial quest about self-knowledge. You can still keep on, of course, discovering yourself, but there is something about the sentence you said is, I don't need to know. I just need to be in the moment,
to feel, to
be. Exactly.
Wow, yeah, it's true. Yeah. And it is true. Honestly, I didn't know I didn't have to go through all my past to rewrite, or I just had to be in the moment and be with my body. It's crazy because like I have to have knowledge to secure my movement, my decision, but actually, wow, it is here.
And the work we did, because it's on an energetical and body level, like we don't need, as you said, to talk things through. You've liberated it. We've done it on a somatic level, and it needed to be done. We've reconnected to that part of you. And it's more about now nurturing that relationship to yourself. Keep on being in touch with that joyful child you described. It needs your attention. It needs your recognition.
It maybe sounds weird, but it was like I was being the mama or the daddy of my own inner child. The thing that I didn't have is now I'm creating my own trinity, which my symbol of self-love, and it's crazy.
Exactly. And that's really what you're doing. Like, I can confirm you that the symbol of the triangle, the trinity with the warmth around, is exactly what you're doing. Is you're creating what maybe you didn't have or that was lacking for yourself by yourself, because now you're an adult and you're able to do it.
It's true, I'm an adult.
No, all of us, we have child parts that still drive us until we take care of them. We make them grow and give them what they needed.
And honestly, Gloria, today I realized how my inner child was maybe in prison or in a dark bubble and really waited for one thing, for me to look at her and to embrace her and to, I feel a bit guilty, but I guess it's part of the process.
Every emotion that comes up is fine. If there is guilt, it's fine, because there is this part of you who is probably saying, oh, I didn't take care of that part. And it's true, but you probably didn't know how to take care of that part.
Yeah, it's true.
And the child that was living inside of you with the darkness around, that's why I told you, like, you are an adult now. You are able to, through the work we did, to do that self-healing and self-nurturing. But before, the child who made that experience, like, as children, we don't know, like, we are just very vulnerable. So this part was still inside, and you've tried to find your way around it. You cannot judge yourself for something you just didn't know how to handle. That's also why we are having this session right now, because we need support to create or liberate, transform things when we haven't received it, maybe when we were children.
Yeah, so I have to be gentle with myself. I guess you're right. I have to also change the words that I'm using for myself, less negative, more gentle, soft, and my inner child will be happy with it. I don't have any children, but it was like I was having one and I'm practicing with my inner child, and it is, wow, it is very challenging. So I cannot imagine how it is to be a parent.
But I confirm we all have a child inside of us that needs that nurturing. And it's different when it's a child or a real child.
Yeah. Yes, you realize that, yeah.
I'm trying to find an image to help you with the part that might be more judgmental towards yourself, is if as a child you haven't learned to properly swim, how can you then as an adult criticize yourself for not knowing how to swim? You never learned it before. So it's like you are trying to find your way of swimming, but until you take the time to relearn how to swim, well, before you just did what you could and you did your best.
Yeah, I did. I guess you're right. It's a good reminder. I will write this down too.
Yes.
I did my best. And I don't have to make myself pay for the thing that I thought I should do, but I didn't know.
Every time something comes up, even when you feel that guilt or there is this judgment, even beyond this session that comes up,
yeah,
immediate reaction now, anchor. I put my hand on my heart. I feel the warmth. I connect to this joyful child that is free. And I let this, just the body do the work, not just the mind. I let the body soothe myself. And I'm putting myself back on the right frequency, on the right energy.
My body is happy. Wow, it's very quiet and peaceful. I really knew. Like I was discovering.
Perfect. Do you feel complete right now? Do you feel you need something else? Do you have a question?
I feel me without needing to explain. And I am here with you. I am me. And I feel the love. And this is the greatest gift I can give myself. I'm learning to receive gifts from myself too.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's wow. It's really new and Merry Christmas to me. And thanks to you, Gloria, honestly, to your guidance and your presence. You make me travel here within me.
You are very welcome.
Yeah.
We are done for today.
Last words, promise. Thank you for helping me to reconnect with my body. And I guess to embody in some kind of way the essence of my projector profile, which is quite interesting what you said.
And there is a lot more inside.
I'm looking forward to dive into it.
You are very welcome. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for being so open and joining the inner space.
With pleasure. Thank you so much.
I hope you enjoyed this episode, this coaching session with Anna. It was very powerful. You can hear how quickly things can shift when we work on a body level, when we align with your design, when we are just present for intuitively what is needed for you. It's a very different way than just talking things through. I guess you felt it. In this episode, I want to highlight a few things, especially if you are struggling with self-love. You can see how not loving yourself can be an obstacle for other things you want to experience in your life. For Anna, it was, I don't allow myself to be myself because I haven't gotten the permission of you are lovable before. And that's a big thing, because when we don't allow ourselves to just be who we are, it's taking a lot of energy. It doesn't feel good in the body. And we are not able to create the life we want when we are not being ourselves. So you see how one element can be an obstacle for other things we want in our life. You've seen we worked on the topic of self-love, not through the mind, but really through the body. That shows you the power and why we need to work on different levels so that things really shift for us. There is no need to talk through all things, repeat stories we've heard and already said so many times, because that's almost more anchoring things again and again. We need to allow ourselves to feel what is there, to feel what is blocking us, release it, so that we can finally find back the connection to our true self. If you wish to receive that kind of support, this session is a very good illustration on how I work. If you like that freedom, that intuitively way of moving through what you need, having that multiple perspectives, whether it's your human design, whether it's what's happening in your body, because that's exactly what I do during the session. I really feel what's happening inside for Anna so that I can guide her with her sensation. Sometimes I even feel for my clients things they don't feel yet, so I help them to reconnect to the sensation. And that's what makes the transformation possible for you. If this episode was a needed reminder for you to love yourself, take it and share with me what you take away from this session. It's very important for me, also for Anna. If there is something you wish me to share with her, take the time to give a comment on your favorite listening platform, or rate the podcast, subscribe, share it with someone who would need exactly that kind of medicine. I would be very thankful for that. I'm looking forward to you joining the next episode, and we see each other soon. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining the Inner Space. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment, or share it with someone who might need exactly this encouragement. And until next time, keep exploring your inner space, where authenticity sets you free.